Hi, I'm Slavik with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'm excited to present the new version of the Rocket R58, the Cinquantotto, which means 58 in Italian. The R58 is Rocket's dual boiler offering and it has a rotary pump. It's geared towards the high-end domestic market. To demonstrate this machine, I'm going to make several sets of drinks, both espresso and milk-based. I'm also going to talk a little bit how this version of the machine is different from previous versions, what they've changed and what they've improved. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about is the differences between this version of the machine and its predecessors. Before this, we had the V2, and one thing that you'll notice immediately between this machine and the V2 is the aesthetic differences. They're quite drastic. Gone is the removable cup rail. It's been replaced with this fixed rail, which is actually part of the body. Gives the machine a very bold and a very sturdy look. Another very big change are the feet of the machine. This is a completely new design from Rocket. We haven't seen anything like this on machines before. It gives the machine a very striking and a very unique look. A new feature that's been added to Chinquantotto is the shot timer, Rocket's Chronometro, which in my opinion is the best shot timer in the business. It's very clever the way they do it. It's just right here. The shot timer, when it's off, just looks like it's part of the back panel of the machine. It's very discreet and hidden away. When we're brewing a shot of coffee, we get that timer. Rocket wants to preserve the classic look of their machines, that kind of analog look, and they don't want to mix it with the digital. There is one digital aspect of the machine, and that is the controller. And again, Rocket's intent is to preserve that classic look. So like before, this controller is removable. I can just pull this off. There's a cable here that I can detach, and I can put it aside. So some people like to leave this on so they see their temperature. I'll go over the features of the controller in just a moment. But some people like to leave it on, or if you want that, that beautiful classic Italian look, then you remove that and the machine just looks like a traditional machine. So now I'll explain some of the features of the controller. This has been greatly improved over the previous version. It's now a touch screen. It's very responsive, very well designed, I think. Makes the machine a lot easier to interact with than the previous version. On the home screen, we see the two boiler temperatures. Up here I have my coffee boiler, which is 197 degrees Fahrenheit, and my steam boiler, which is now set at 253. To change it, very simple. I just click on the temperature, and let's say I want to go down. I could easily go down, or I can go up in temperature, and then I just go back and it saves it. So I changed it to 199. You can also change that to Celsius if you're more used to Celsius, which I actually am, but that's in the settings menu. So this machine has a rotary pump. I'm currently running it as a pour over, so I'm using the water tank, and there's actually an indicator right here of how much water I have in the corner. There's also an indicator of eco mode, whether the machine is in eco mode or not. That's used if you want to save power. After a certain amount of time, the machine will shut the boilers off in order to conserve energy. To access the rest of the settings, we just press on the top left-hand corner of the screen and go into the menu. And here we'll have our options that we can change. I'll just go over them quickly. The first one is boiler. Here, again, you can set your temperatures, but you can also set whether you want your steam boiler on or off. This is a dual boiler machine. But if you don't want to use your steam boiler, if you're just making espresso, you can shut it off. You can also change between Celsius and Fahrenheit, which I'm actually going to do. I'm going to change it to Celsius because that's what I'm used to. And that's the boiler menu. The next option is the eco mode. Eco mode is essentially a power savings mode that will turn the boilers off after a certain amount of time. I have it off. Calendar is a 7-day timer, so I can set this machine for when it turns on and when it turns off. So you can have it ready, for example, Monday to Friday. If you're going to work at a certain time, you can set the machine to heat up at a certain time and be ready so you can enjoy that espresso first thing in the morning. And on the weekends, you can also, if you get up a little later, like I do, you can set it at a later time. And that's in the calendar option. Next setting is, of course, date and time. That's just to set time and date. The inlet water, you set whether the machine is plumbed in or pour over. I'm running it as a pour over right now, but of course, you can plumb it into your water mains. And the last one is language, which is fairly self-explanatory. So now, to demonstrate this machine, I'm going to make some drinks. And the first drink that I'm going to make is 2 shots of espresso. And alongside the R58, I'm using a Adams Specialty 75 grinder. This is an amazing grinder, very fast, very quiet. That's only 3.25 seconds to get a double shot of espresso. One thing that's also really nice about Rocket is they actually include a tamper, and a very decent tamper. It's not a piece of plastic like some manufacturers include. You get a nice tamper, so you don't have to buy that. You're ready to go right out of the box. I'll put my shot glasses right here. And then I just lift the lever to the top position. Now I have the controller on, so that's acting as a shot timer as well. So I see right now I'm at about 8 seconds, but the chronometro is also showing the shot time. So if I put this aside, if I don't want to use it, I still have my shot timer, of course, on the machine. I'm going to stop it right there, right at 30 seconds. And I've got 2 beautiful shots of espresso that are ready to enjoy. The next drink I'm going to make is a milk-based drink, a latte. And I've already ground my coffee and tamped, and my portafilter is ready to go. I'll put my cup inside here, and prior to frothing, I'm just going to open the steam wand a little bit, purge any excess water that's inside the wand. And I'm going to extract and steam at the same time, which is of course possible because this is a double boiler machine. It's also nice that the timer's on the left-hand side because I can keep an eye on the timer as I'm steaming. Stop there. And there I've got a 28-second extraction. I just add my milk. Nice latte, quick and easy. The last drink that I'm going to make is a cafe misto, which is an Americano with some milk. So I like to do my Americanos water first, so I'm going to add some hot water to this cup. That should be enough. Move it over here. That sound is the pump coming on to refill the boiler. The water that I took out out of the service boiler is just being refilled. And I'll begin extracting. I just want to purge my wand. I'm using a smaller pitcher this time. This is a Rocket 12 ounce. And the machine does a nice job with smaller quantities of milk as well. And then I just add my milk to here. And that's a misto. The Rocket R Cinquantotto builds on an established legacy of quality and reliability. With its improved aesthetics and new user-friendly features, the R58 sets a new standard for the high-end domestic espresso machine. iDrinkCoffee.com has been partnered with Rocket Espresso Milano for many years now, and we know these machines inside and out. If you have any questions about the R58 or any one of our products, please feel free to reach out and ask for help. We're always ready and we're always happy to offer it. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this about coffee, espresso machines, basically everything to do with coffee. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.